Mm-hmm. Welcome back to Off the Rails with Chaos and Kram. Of course, I'm Kram.
And I am Chaos.
And, I had a topic today that I wanted to talk about.
A little heartfelt today.
It is. It's the beginning of the new year. We're still in January, maybe when this video gets posted. But my kid, and maybe kids, I can't remember if it was a joint gift, but they're 5 and 8, got a gift for Christmas from somebody I love. I love them dearly, so that's not a problem. And the gift came from love, right? It's not like a malice gift or anything like that. But it just made me reflect, and it made me think, and it made me a little angry. And I said, man, like an 8-year-old, even if it wasn't from the 5-year-old, but an 8-year-old, but this full-blown makeup kit.
Like, define full-blown.
Like, it's like a case, like that big, and it has all these drawers, and you open it up, and it's got like, and I was kind of showing them, I didn't get to show you all of it. It had lipstick.
Nice.
Lipstick, not lip gloss.
Jeez, lipstick.
But lipstick. Yeah. And like blush and eyeshadow.
All the different colors.
Yeah, so I'm like, she's 8. And of course, I have to be the big mean dad, like, no. We can do playtime makeup. But we're not wearing this outside the door. Yeah. There's got to be some boundaries. And it's funny because in one of our videos, and I don't know if you saw this comment, but somebody called us fragile because we were talking about.
Yeah. When we.
And you can call me fragile.
Sprinkled upon about, our views as fathers about gay and the LGBTQ community and whatnot.
Yep.
That's
but you know what? But you know what? You can call me fragile. I don't care. It's my daughter.
Yes.
And I have my standards, my expectations, and I want her to be a kid. The world is so serious right now. And let's just let them enjoy their childhood. Yeah. And we don't have to feed them all the stuff that we deal with. And we had those things. We have makeup and laptops and tablets and all that because we're trying to disconnect from the seriousness of our day. The kids don't have a seriousness of the day that they're trying to disconnect from. Yeah. Right?
I agree, man. Because, like you said, that's the day and age that we live in right now, right? Of being responsible as a dad and setting boundaries for your child to say, hey, okay, you can live this life, enjoy this life. However, if I see something that, we as a family don't really agree to or that we don't think you're ready for, then you set those boundaries. The beauty, though, is that what I'm getting from this is this could be kind of a balance thing right now. She got this full thing of makeup. You're a dad. She's your daughter. You've seen those videos of really, amazing, fathers like yourself that just let their daughter do the makeup on their face.
Yeah. And I would. I haven't yet. Not that I don't want to.
You got a whole full 65 kit over there that you can, get some.
But I've let them do my fingernails and my toenails.
Yeah.
I've let them do that. And I'm sure Lewis has let them put makeup on him. He just doesn't want to admit to it.
Yeah. That's a whole other conversation.
No, another thing is, and it's not just that, right? It's entertainment too, like the TV shows.
Yes.
And I saw an example the other day, and I don't, maybe if I don't get lazy, I can pull it up and post, but somebody showed all the shows on Netflix that are just like for kids, young kids.
Yeah.
And it's all like, hi, I'm a they, them, and all that other stuff. I'm like, really? Like, and I'm not saying, you know what? There are people out there that I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care what you want to be and how you want to be it. And that's fine. Just like you don't care about my personal beliefs, but just, let me do my thing. Look, you do your thing.
The reality is this. Anyone that's listening to this who are parents, we all kind of generally have the same view what I'm about to say. We all as parents have to do what? Protect our child from things that we think that they are not prepared for. And in many ways, that means setting what? Boundaries or barriers.
Examples.
And examples. You're correct. So like with the whole Netflix thing, trust me, it blows my mind when you set the settings to a certain way for your child and then you look at it and I'm like, how is this approved for a 9-year-old boy to watch? And it's another thing again, for whoever said fragile, it's not fragile, it's just that's a whole nother rabbit hole in itself. I have a son. My son is 9. I have to, as his dad, see ahead of the game. If I see a show where it's off the rails for a reason, if I see a show that is directed towards more feminism and more stuff, and the lead role is a guy who's super flamboyant, and I think that my son shouldn't watch this, that's my prerogative. I'm at this point, I'd rather watch Lethal Weapon and Die Hard than watch, a little 9-year-old prance around. That's my opinion.
And I won't speak on your behalf because you have your own opinions, but my opinion is I don't. It's not that I'm denying my child the right of exploring who they are.
Yeah.
Because when they get older, if it turns out they're gay or whatever, I'll love my child regardless.
Exactly, yeah, and that's not what I'm saying either. I agree, totally agree.
But right now, I just want them to be a child.
Exactly.
And if my child turns out to be gay or transgender or whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But that doesn't mean I don't love them.
Yes.
But let's not focus on that while they're young.
Right there. And
because right now, for them, in their mind, it's a fad more than a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because they're going with what's popular and cool.
Right there. And then and not in that same, not to, keep running down that same vein, but it's okay for you as a parent to say no to things. It's okay for you to say, you're not ready for that. We live in this society now, unfortunately, where, just because a bracket or umbrella thinks that everything is okay to do those things, and yet half of those individuals don't have kids, don't have, other child, boys or girls that look up to them to that degree of realizing what is actually wrong or a phase. It's just different things that you as a parent, you're supposed to protect your child and actually say, hey, not right now. Yeah. Now, if that's something that, like you said, in their future, they're ready to do and develop, then that's fine. Just know that it's okay for you to protect your child from what you think is the right thing to protect them from.
Yeah. It was funny. We went on a road trip and I played Kids Bop. I was like, oh, because I want to listen to the music I like. And typically, I control the radio in my car. I don't listen to what the kids want to hear.
Got it.
But my compromise was Kids Bop or current music because I don't mind some of the current music. And if my kids like it and I like it, then we're bonding on something. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, let me put on Kids Bop. Now, I like the song Pink Pony Club. It's catchy. It's vibey. The song in general is catchy. I don't care for the message in the song. Mm-hmm. So me and my wife have made a rule that the kids don't listen to the song in the car. And that's just it. And that's fine, not a big deal. But we were listening to Kids Bop and the song came on. I'm like, how are they going to play this song as a Kids Bop song?
You'll be surprised, man.
And I'm like, okay, I got to hear this one out. And my daughters were like, turn it off. We don't want to hear this song. Because they appreciate, and I guess because they're learning it from us, but they know like, okay, we shouldn't listen to this song. Especially when I listen to one of my favorite songs that might have a few cuss words in it. They're like, Daddy, we can't listen to this song. I'm like, you're right. Let me switch over. But I just looked up the lyrics before we got on, and it's like, I'm thinking like, okay, well, they're going to change a lot of lyrics. And no. Like, I'm looking at the Kids Pop version, and it's literally saying, the kids' version is saying, I'm going to keep dancing on the Pink Pony Club, at the Pink Pony Club. I'm going to keep dancing down at West Hollywood. I'm going to keep dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and to be fair, let me clarify something, because we're from Atlanta, Georgia, or live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not from Atlanta, but
same, yeah. But we're raised.
It runs in our blood. It runs in our blood. We have a strip club in Atlanta called the Pink Pony. So I know like a lot of people in Atlanta that play the song are probably thinking about that strip club. So if you're not from Georgia, you might not realize that. The Pink, but in the song, I'll go through it again, but I think it's talking about like a pro-gay transgender club, is from my understanding. That's where people go to express themselves. And in the song it says where a man can be a woman can be a man. You never heard it.
Nah.
You listened to the song, though.
I didn't see, and that's crazy about music and how it's on this platform. You're just listening to what's catchy.
Right.
Or the chorus.
But not the message.
Yeah, and I was one of those guys that assumed that it was just based on, Georgia's establishment.
No, sorry, you're at the Ping Pong Club, you dance at the club, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels, or I belong down to the club. But yeah, because I did another thing, I pulled up an expose of what the song represents to the artist, and that's what they were saying.
Wow.
It's a place where they can go and feel comfortable in their skin, and it's about a girl in the Midwest who goes out to to the West Coast, California, to become the true identity that they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
And it's funny, I was in the car with somebody yesterday and my daughters were in the car too. And the song came on, and he's very he's very protective, and he's not the type of person. And I started to switch the song off. And he's like, "What are you doing? I like that song." I was like, "Yeah, we have a rule in the car, and the girls can't listen to it." yeah, but I like this song. And he's very like, again, anti that stuff. But again, like to your point, it's
the catchiness,
you're not hearing the message, you're hearing the
exactly,
catchiness of it.
Exactly.
And you know, it might make me think of the few times that I might or may have not been at.
We're just going to focus on the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Now, honestly, though, this can definitely go a lot longer than it can right now, because there's so much that we can unpack with this, right? You know, on one hand, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I saw the lyric that stood out to me, and I really apologize for it.
No, you're good.
Because I knew you were going to wrap it up, and I didn't want to be rude and get back in.
That's all right.
But this is the kids' version of the song. I'm going to read this one lyric. I thank my wicked dreams, a year from Tennessee. Oh, Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mom proud. It's going to cause a scene. She sees that her baby girl. I know she's going to scream.
And that's the Kids Bop version.
That's the Kids Bop version. But it alludes to the fact that, and it's interpretation that this person was a boy and then became a girl, or they were a straight girl where they lived and went out to California and became a lesbian girl. We're going to get, if this video gets views,
if it gets posted,
you guys are going to destroy us in the comments, and that's okay because this is entertainment. We're here to entertain and express our opinions.
And that's the beauty of this platform, because again, it's off the rails with Chaos and Kram, where we talk about everything. Yes. So it doesn't mean that we're always going to agree with everything.
You can disagree with me, and I'll love you for it. He can disagree with me, and vice versa. And I still love him. He's my best friend, and we've been friends forever.
Exactly.
And we can have different views, and that's okay.
Yep.
And we'll still share a drink and eat a meal together, because that's what life is about.
Yep. And I'll leave it at this. And not even as Americans, I'll say as human beings, we should be able to talk about the hard things and still be good at the end of the day. It shouldn't be this, okay, this is what you believe, this is what I believe, and I disagree with you, so I'm going to cut you off entirely. No, let's come to a median here to where, okay, we can at least have these conversations and then either grow from it or just that's what that is. You know, it doesn't mean that we have to just shut off completely, because these conversations are going to still be talked about regardless of if it's between us or not.
Bye.